So, YouTube YouTube has recently rolled out a verification system. Um, yeah, let's just say we're all scared, and this ain't like some joke. This ain't like a funny like, haha. You make a joke and then it's like okay, no, this is like dangerous. As you can see, back in February, we shared that we would soon introduce technology that would distinguish between younger viewers and adults. Why isn't this on YouTube Kids? At this point, YouTube Kids almost feels like an afterthought. Like, I feel like we all know that YouTube Kids has just become like a cesspool of bots and illegal Elsagate-esque content that just rolls in. Like, illegal pornography and all that stuff just like rolls in on YouTube Kids, completely ignoring and bypassing the, let's just say, very small amount of stuff that YouTube just like sprinkles in to like fix it. It's not even a fix. It's like pouring salt on an open blood wound. It like doesn't fix the issue. It just only makes it worse because you're actively like ignoring the issue by putting the most weakest option. We'll begin to roll out machine learning to a small set of users in the US to estimate their age so that teens are treated as teens and adults as adults. Well, watch what happens when young kids use photos from video games in order to bypass the system, showing that YouTube themselves are so stupid that they can't even make a fully functional system, that their own system gets flawed by photos of adult characters from video games with realistic face technology. What? Like, how? Like you think like YouTube and their like greedy employees and stupid executives are like saying that this system is like they're constantly like being like hype bros. They're like hyping up that their system's like the most powerful, and then like a kid under 13 breaks it in like a few seconds. Like you can't even make this shit up. This is real stuff that has happened. Like a kid managed to bypass the system, proving to UK Parliament and their insane idiocracy of seniors that kids are in fact not stupid. It's just that senior citizens have been so unmentally unstably conditioned to believe that everyone under 18 and 13 are like complete psychopaths that have no sense of reality, when that's exactly the politicians at the moment. Our politicians have a clear loss of reality that they can't persuade what is real and what is false. Just look at the AI videos, for example, running around. Those AI generated videos with the fake glossy images that look like fucking cheap images that Fazbear Entertainment makes. All the meanwhile, you got these AI chatbots that are being used for job interviews that all of a sudden start bugging out like a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic. Like they start going to like the animatronics get quirky at night type shit. And it's not the fun type shit. It's the bad type shit. It's the bad you don't even want to see come to your household. Yet YouTube rolling out this update, they're basically going up. It's like basically walking up to your. It's like going up to your household and asking like, "Hey, we need your credit card now." And they just have like guns pointed at you, asking you, "Hey, we need your credit card or your government ID, and we're taking it." Okay, thanks, bye. And then they just leave with your personal information. Now you can't even get a job because they might lose it, and some criminal will end up stealing it, and Start taking your identity and then becoming you, doing stuff you don't do, and then you're falsely arrested. Like, no, that's not the YouTube I want to have. I want the YouTube where I can just chill and watch videos and do whatever, regular crap, as well as, put comments. Like, I get it. There needs to be child safety, but this is not this is not how you're supposed to do it. We need to bring back kid spaces like CartoonNetwork.com, Miniclip. We need to bring back places like Club Penguin. Those were for kids. Those were actually for kids, made for kids. They weren't like sites that had adult content that all of a sudden just slowly transitioned to being soft when said companies introduced kid-friendly versions and never even bothered to work on those. They just continue adding kid-friendly features to the main site. Like, it's so baffling that YouTube continues pulling crap like this in the name of protecting kids when their literal kid alternative site is right there and can use the changes so desperately. Like, YouTube Kids desperately needs changes, yet YouTube keeps ignoring it and keeps mistreating it like an abused child, while constantly giving all the unnecessary gifts to the grown-up adult YouTube, to the main site, constantly ignoring everything that the viewers are talking about. It's not even the end of it. There is an entire petition to sign requesting that YouTube remove the AI age verification. A petition well reaching to over 100,000 signatures petitioning for YouTube to remove the AI verification system because it is faulty, it is broken, it is unsafe, because users are going to have to just leave it to trust and pray, because it doesn't work in the long run, and these companies will backstab and essentially murder their users if they want to, all for the sake of money. And I'm pretty sure that these people in these companies like Palantir, Facebook, and all these other companies, I'm pretty sure that they only just do this so that they can feel vindicated, so that they can just keep getting money. They keep pouring their life into like money, wealth, power. They don't even care about the safety. They just care about money. They don't even think about family, life, just enjoying yourself. All these companies do is just work, greed, steal. That's all these companies do. They just solely keep trying to take more and more money, to the point you have to ask, when does the addiction stop? Where does the addiction stop? Is there an end to the addiction? Companies that keep going, these companies are like the equivalent of drug addicts. It's like, to the point, where does it stop? Where do you stop? Where do you cut the line? Where do you take the scissors and snap the line shut to stop this? At this point, these companies need to be taken somewhere and sit down with actual people like me to explain them why what they're doing is bad and why they need to stop their addiction and go back to their old ways. Because it feels like, instead of the users needing therapy, it's the companies and people running it that need therapy. They need to take mental askings as to why they're doing this. They need to sit down and think for a moment, why are they doing this? Why are they forever ruining their reputations as people by doing all this, thinking that they're in the right and thinking that this is good, that this is a good thing, while everyone is constantly telling them and warning them this is a bad thing. You're actively harming people in the long run, and you're gonna lose what you build up. You build up a good reputation and As soon as the money started rolling in, as soon as all of a sudden you start getting all this, all of a sudden now want to start being like bad. You want to start doing all this bad stuff, doing stuff that would actively make people hate you. But in your mind, you don't care. You just only care about yourself and no one else. And I'm deliberately not showing my face because, yes, I've shown in the past, but that was for the funds. That was meant to just be for, funny and whatever. It's just supposed to be like, comedy. Like, my whole channel, I was ignorant. I showed my face and my mom's and my sister's at a young age. I completely regret that. I mean, I know I sound like a hypocrite, but truly, I do regret my actions. But does YouTube regret their actions? No, if it means that they get to post another milestone tweet on Twitter. So, there's no morals left. The people running these companies, it's almost like when you join a company, you're forced to remove all your morals and replace them with greed and profit. Didn't the Bible and didn't religious texts talk about the seven deadly sins? Not the anime, like the actual historical thing. What was one of the deadly sins? Oh yeah, greed. And companies nowadays are the example. Companies and politics at the moment are the example of greed. They're example of the deadly sin of greed. I argue that politics is now just a mirror of the deadly sins: pride, gluttony, greed, lust. The politicians and companies, they lust for power. They're prideful in how they go about putting all these things. They're greedy in that they want all the money to the point they will put people's lives in danger just for money, and even risk lives being lost, and might even go as far as to risk our planet for money. This is literally the textbook definition of greed. And these companies are so idiotic and uneducated that they don't know that they're actively committing the deadly sins. And for me, I've gotten into politics so much. I've ranted about my political stuff. This isn't on this channel that I run. It's in YouTube comments spread around many, many different videos where I've made comments arguing about politics. I've talked to my parents about it. My mom doesn't agree with me talking about politics because the people I live to happen to be MAGA voters, which sucks, which means I can't helm an actual good conversation. Otherwise, I'll get shut down by complete racist MAGA voters near my apartment because they don't want to hear the truth. MAGA voters just want to feel vindicated. They want to feel like they can succeed as well by just following the money. Even though these companies will never agree with MAGA voters, and racist and MAGA voters are just doomed to fail because they think that they can get rich by just voting for Trump, and Trump can make them rich. But I'm more educated to know that Trump doesn't care about his voters. He just only seeks to get them to vote for him so that he can continue ruining their lives as well as mine and others' lives. Trump just all cares about doing whatever he wants, what he can get away with, so that no one can tell him because he wasn't raised properly to have decent respect. All he cares about is that he just wants to be a bad guy, to do bad things, and so that he can get away with it with no punishment and no timeout corner. Is that what all you people in America want? A man who literally acts like a toddler doing bad things and mommy doesn't come in to punish him? Like all you MAGA voters are ridiculous for voting in someone like that. You all make me make a nigga bring back Puff back. Because let me see if you can really crash out with that one. Because I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna crash out. And if you want to take a V12, then it's a fast one, because then you're gonna need to like completely pounce off on a whole other location after that. At that point, you might as well just transfer to South America with all this garbage. Trust me, you don't want to deal with this garbage. Neither do I. But unfortunately, we need to live with this, and I don't want to. I hate it. I hate you, YouTube. You do this while completely ignoring the scam and porn bots running around on your site. And yet, this is deemed important. And not the issues that people like Moist Critical have literally been talking about. Literally, your biggest, most well-known YouTube creators like PewDiePie, Markiplier, and Moist Critical all complaining about your actions, yet YouTube decides that this kind of stuff, this kind of stuff right here is important, and not the site-wide issues. I've never stated this in YouTube comments, but I know of the problem. It is massive, and it's not a secret. It's a thing that people, it's like the whole Roblox thing at the moment, where people are finding dangerous things on Roblox, yet Roblox as a company decides that banning schlep and protecting predators is more important than fixing the site problems. This is what happens when investors get into a company, I guess. And what's worrying? The worrying thing is that YouTube doesn't know what to do. YouTube, as well as Reddit and other sites, are constantly just flipping the narrative over and over. They don't know how to do it properly. They say you need a driver's license. You need your ID or a credit card. No, now they say you need a photo of your ID. No, now they say you need a selfie of yourself. No, they say they need a scan of your face. No, now they see they need you to verify your email. Like, there's no consistency. It's just all nonsense. There's like no simpleness. You just gotta follow the piss brick colored road to all this nonsense. And trust me, I'm someone who's almost 19, but I still enjoy content for younger people because well, come on, that's my freedom. Like, I don't care if people judge me because I enjoy stuff that's technically made for younger people. I don't care. I enjoy it either because I just want to relax down and watch it, or just enjoy myself watching it by having like a bottle of water or like a snack and just watching while sitting down and just, chilling. Because trust me, I spend my times chilling and speaking out the truth rather than having to risk my life, probably end up with a disease that will riddle me to death forever, unless I'm like that Tanzania guy that came back to life 6 times, because that's apparently a thing that's happened that defies all logic, and I'm there to say, see, Jesus and God are putting in the actual work, and it's clear as day. Yet people decide to burn someone's house in the process because they don't want to believe that miracles actually do happen. Well, that's it for this video. If this is my last video, then I've had a good 5-year run on YouTube and the greater internet. I've met a lot of people. I've met great people. I've met people like me. I've seen and become an advocate for protecting children in a far more better way that actually protects children, that doesn't involve, violating people's privacy and basically entering into their home without permission. Basically, YouTube at the moment is just basically stalking into your household without asking you. So yeah, it's like a robber breaks into your home and then they start asking if they can get your information. All the meanwhile, they say you can't refuse. While you say, no, you broke into my house, nigga. I'm not gonna give you my information. And then the robber then proceeds to just go like, oh, but I have legal precedent. Like, it's just so stupid. Just stop. For these companies, just stop playing around. Stop doing this childhood hopscotch game of hot potato. Just stop. We're not stupid. we're smart somewhat, so don't keep playing this hot potato game of thinking that we're adults but we're also children. Oh, we're smart but we're also stupid. Stop doing this game. It's not funny. It's boring. It's dumb. It's massively disrespectful. And you also just fit us into a one size fits all. And that's stupid for the people that are autistic or have mental disorders because you're actively ignoring people's lives and risking them all for the sake of money. Fuck you. Hope you had a good day. I'm tired. I will not be handing YouTube my information. I value my privacy. So have a good day, sir. And like Metal Gear Solid, good.